Hello. Let's have my I'm brightly lit. Awesome stuff. Cleaner's been in. Everything's everywhere. Hello. Give me a woohoo. Let me know who you are. Give me where you are, who you are, what's going on. During this hour we are together. I'm going to remember to look at my camera, not at me. During this hour we're together, we're going to be doing some tapping. We're doing some EFT. If you are not familiar with EFT, that's absolutely fine. All you need to do is tap where I tap and repeat what I say. I'm going to make it very clear what we're doing as we go through this. So you should be able to do like a little chat function somewhere. I was typing in hello. Give me a hello back. Let me know who you are, what you're wanting to get from this session. Because we're going to start very much with where we're at, and then we'll move into some stuff that is blocking people are struggling with. So please feel free to pop in the chat anything that you're currently wrestling with in terms of self-doubt, confidence, procrastination, anything you feel is blocking you successfully, success-wise in your business. Anything that's coming up for you right now, just pop it in the chat, let me know, and we will take a look at that. This is going to be a fortnightly thing. So anything we don't get a chance to cover in this session, I will roll it over into the next session. So please don't be afraid to talk to me. And I'm hoping, actually, could someone just put something in chat? Because I've got no idea if I can see your chat or not. This is the first time I've done a YouTube live. I'm normally on Zoom. It's very weird not being able to see people or hear people. I don't know if I like it. So, my lovelies, let us start. Like I say, you don't need to know anything about EFT right now. I'm just going to tap where I tap and say what I say. I am going to very quickly run through the points for you. Bridget, thank you. Beth, hello from Louisiana. How exciting. I'm very international so far. I've got someone in Europe and someone in America. Woohoo! Hello. So I'm going to run quickly through the points so you're aware of them. But like I said, don't worry too much about it. We're going to start off on the karate chop point, which is that outside edge of your hand where you would literally karate kid someone. And this can be either hand, it can be both hands together. Then when we've done the setup statement, we repeat 3 times, I'm going to move you into the round, and that'll be with your eyebrow point. So where your eyebrow begins at the top of your nose. Then we'll move to side eye, which is the outside corner of your eye on your bony eye socket. If you're tapping your temple, you've gone too far. You'll be on your bony eye socket. Then we've got under eye, which is again on the bony eye socket. Under nose, which is exactly where it says on the tin. Chin, which is the groove between your lower lip and your chin point. And collarbone, if you make a fist, tap where you find the knot of a tie, that'll get your collarbone points. Then we've got underarm, so about 4 inches below your armpit where a woman's bra strap would be. And then top of head, so essentially the crown of your head. And we're going to keep rinsing and repeating. So if anyone has any questions on anything as we go through, please feel free to make use of that chat function. And let's dive in and do some tapping. I'm going to start off dealing with any stress that we're currently feeling, because I mean I had a one-to-one client the other day, and the entrepreneur, and he couldn't see the wood for the trees because he was under so much stress. You can't do anything if your stress is massively high. You just can't function. Your prefrontal cortex goes offline. You can't focus. You can't logic your way out of stuff. You can't problem solve. Everything feels really shit and emotional, and it's just overwhelming. So we're going to start there. And I'd like you to begin by just closing your eyes and taking a nice deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. Breath in and hold. And let it go. And one more. Breath in and hold. And let it go. And keeping your eyes closed, just allowing your breathing to come easily, naturally, rhythmically. As you take just a moment to really feel the connection to whatever it is you're sitting on or against. just becoming aware of where your body connects with that. Noticing how it just seems to rise up to support you. And as you allow yourself to sink into that support just a little bit more now, I'd like you to notice how you're feeling physically. So is there a knot in your solar plexus? Is there a tightness in your chest? Is there chattering in your head? Maybe your shoulders are tense, or maybe something else. But just give yourself this moment to really hone in on whatever you're feeling in your body. And if it feels like your whole body is vibrating with stress, I'd like you to get curious as to where in your body it feels the most intense, or maybe even where it starts from. And as you give yourself this moment just to really connect with that feeling, I'd like you to become aware of any thoughts, memories, or images that are coming into your head. I'd like you to hear whatever it is your little inner voice is saying. And I'd like you to get curious about that physical sensation. And if that physical sensation was an emotion, what might that emotion be? So maybe stress, maybe worry, maybe anxiety, maybe anger or frustration, or maybe something else. And I'd like you to rate the intensity of this feeling, 1 to 10, where 10 is really high and 1 is meh. And if you want to share that in the chat, that would be fantastic. If not, just make a note of it somewhere, because we're going to come back to it at the end of the tapping. And take a nice deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. And when you're ready, opening your eyes, either sharing that chat in number or making a note of it, we're going to go in and do some tapping. And as we do this tapping, there are going to be sections I call and response. So I'll ask you a question, and I'd like you to tell me the answer to that question. It'll become a bit clearer as we go through. So starting on the side of your hand, repeating after me. Even though I'm feeling this emotion, right there in my body. And I'd like you to tell me the emotion and where in your body you feel it. Tell me out loud. And if you're not sure what it is, you can say, I don't know, Claire. I just feel something. And I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I have this physical sensation, and it is right there in my body. And then tell me again where you feel it, and tell me what it feels like. So is it a knot in your solar plexus? Is it an ache in your big toe? Tell me what you're feeling and where you're feeling it in your body. And I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I'm feeling this emotion right there in my body. And then tell me again what the emotion is and where you're feeling it in your body. And what that feeling feels like. Tight, sharp, spiky, spongy. What is it? and I choose to love and accept myself anyway. You're going to move to your eyebrow point. I'm really feeling this. Side eye, right there in my body. Under eye, I can feel this emotion. Under nose, right there in my body. Chin. And this physical sensation feels, and tell me how it feels. Give me the texture of it. Tell me what color it is. Collarbone. Describe this physical sensation to me and where it is in your body. Underarm. Top of head. And it feels really intense. And then tell me what number you've given it. Claire, I've given this number, and tell me what the number is. Eyebrow. This emotion right there. Side eye. And it's making me feel, and tell me how it's making you feel. Under eye. And when I feel like this, under nose, I start to believe, and tell me what you start to believe about yourself when you feel like this. Chin. And it's okay if you're not too sure. You can make something up, or you can even say, I don't know what I believe, Claire. I just feel this way. Collarbone. And I know why I'm feeling like this. Underarm. And then tell me out loud why you're feeling the way you're feeling. What has happened? What has gone on? Top of head. Who's happened? Has someone said something to you? Has something happened? Eyebrow. Tell me why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Side eye. Tell me if anyone else is involved. Under eye. Get it all off your chest. Tell me why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Under nose. Claire, when I think of this, chin, it makes me feel, and tell me again how it makes you feel. Collarbone. And when I feel like this, underarm, because of this reason, top of head, I start to believe, and tell me what you start to believe about yourself or about the world in general. What are you making this mean about you? Eyebrow. I'm making it mean that I'm stupid, I'm not good enough. Side eye. I can't do it, it's too hard. Tell me what you're making it mean. Under eye. Tell me what you're starting to believe about yourself. Under nose. Chin. And the more I think that, collarbone, the more I believe that, underarm, the more I feel, and tell me how you feel. Top of head. And I'm fed up of it. Eyebrow. I am fed up of feeling like this. Side eye. I feel like I'm coping with this all by myself. Under eye. And I am tired of it. Under nose. I'm tired of feeling. And tell me again how you're feeling. Chin. Overwhelmed, stressed, unhappy, angry, anxious. What is it? Tell me how you're feeling. Collarbone. And I'm tired of believing. And tell me what you're tired of believing about yourself. Underarm. I'm tired of believing that I can't do it. I'm tired of believing I can't do it. I'm not good enough. Top of head. I'm tired of believing it's too hard. What is it? Eyebrow. All this emotion right there in my body. Side eye. Making me feel. Tell me again how it's making you feel. Under eye. And I can't let this go. On the nose. I can't let this feeling go. Chin. I might want to let it go. Collarbone. But I can't. Underarm. I need to feel like this. Top of head. Because. And then tell me why you need to feel like this. And if you don't know, that's fine. Make something up. Why might you need to feel like this? Eyebrow. Tell me all the reasons why you might need to feel this. Side eye. Is it so that you stay sharp? Is it so that you be prepared? Tell me why you might need to feel this. Under eye. And that, Claire, is why I can't let this go. On the nose. I need this feeling so that, and tell me why you need the feeling. Chin. Tell me why you need to feel stressed. Tell me why you need to feel frustrated. Collarbone. Give me all the reasons why you need to feel this. I know you don't want to feel it, but give me the reasons why you need to feel it. Underarm. And I'm tired of it. Top of head. I'd rather not feel like this. Eyebrow. But I have to. Side eye. If I don't feel like this, under eye. Tell me what might happen that is bad if you don't feel like this. Under nose. What might go wrong? What might catch you unawares? Chin. Tell me why you can't stop feeling like this. The bad thing that will happen if you do. Collarbone. Tell me everything. I'm super nosy. I like to know this stuff. Give me all the reasons. Underarm. So, Claire, I refuse to let this feeling go. Top of head. And you can't make me. Eyebrow. And I don't see how tapping on my face, side eye, is going to make a scrap of difference. Under eye. But maybe I can be open to feeling a bit calmer about it. On the nose. Maybe I can be open to allowing my body to relax just a little bit more. Chin. I don't have to let go of this feeling completely. Collarbone. But maybe I can just let go of it a little bit. Underarm. Maybe it's safe for me to do that. Top of head. Because I'm tired of feeling like this. Eyebrow. And I'm tired of believing this thing about myself when I feel like this. Side eye. And part of me says I shouldn't feel like this. Under eye. Part of me says I should be more positive. Under nose. Part of me says I should be more calm and happy. Chin. I should be able to do this. Collarbone. So actually, I'm really shoulding all over myself. Underarm. And I'm open to giving myself a little bit of a break. Top of head. I'm open to allowing myself to feel just a little bit calmer now. And take a breath. I'd like you to check in with yourself again physically. What has happened to that feeling that you felt at the beginning? What has happened to the number you gave yourself? Because obviously, one of three things is going to happen to your number. The first option is that it comes down. Brilliant, we're in the right direction. Second option is it stays exactly the same. You're not doing anything wrong. If it stays exactly the same, it's doing so for a reason. And there's a few reasons behind it, which I'll go into a little bit later. But just to give me an idea of what's going on for you, can people pop in the chat down, same, or up? Because the third option is that your number now is higher than when you started. So if you can give me some feedback on that, that would be amazeballs, so I can see what's going on for you. So down, same, or up? Down. Thank you, Bridget. Anyone else like to share? Lovely people. The more you put into this, the more you're going to get out of it. The more you can give me the feedback, the more I can tailor this to suit exactly what's going on for you. Don't be afraid of saying, oh, hey, Laura. I feel you. I feel you. Down, more emotions. Thank you. Thank you. So it started at 6 down now. Fantastic. Okie dokie. So what I'd like you to get curious about now is I'd like to really hone in on what it was that caused you to feel that emotion in the first place. And the belief that is behind that, the belief about yourself, about the world in general. And I'd like you to pop that belief about yourself or about the world in general into the chat box for me. Because what we're doing with this is we're starting off getting the emotions down a little bit so we can calm that stress response. And during that tapping, it may well have been that stuff came surfacing up into your head. Maybe you remembered some things. Maybe some words popped into your head. Maybe some pictures popped into your head. Whatever comes into your head as you do tapping comes in for a reason, even if it seems completely unrelated. So based on what you've just been tapping on, I'd like you to let me know the belief that you have about yourself or about the world in general. A belief that is limiting you in some way. And it could be related to what we've just been tapping on. It could be something completely different. But give me a belief. And the belief might be, I'm not good enough. The belief might be, I can't do it. The belief might be, I can never be a successful entrepreneur. The belief might be, people won't pay me money. I'm not worth it. Yeah, thank you, Beth. So let me know what those beliefs are. And if you've got a belief around I'm not worth it or I'm not good enough, I'd like to get curious as to think about what it is that you are not worth. What is it specifically that you are not good enough for, that you are not worthy of? And I'd like you to use a statement that starts, I deserve. And then whatever it is that you think you're not worthy of, whatever it is that you think you're not good enough for, I'd like you to put that in. So for instance, yeah, thank you, Laura. So for instance, I deserve to be confident. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be abundant. I deserve to have high self-esteem. What is it? When you think of that I'm not worth it statement, when you think of the thing that you want, that you're struggling to get, what is it? And put that I deserve statement at the front of it. I mean, this is not an affirmation that we're doing. This is a diagnostic statement. So would someone like to share with me what their I deserve statement is? I deserve love. I deserve wealth. I deserve a successful business. I deserve, whatever. I'm assuming you're all typing furiously. And the reason I'm asking this is I want to dig into where this emotion is coming from. Because when we're feeling emotional, we're not just feeling emotional for no reason. Oh, Bridget, boom, thank you. We're not just, this emotion doesn't come from nowhere, okay? The emotion is coming from the thoughts that you're thinking. So thoughts lead to feelings, lead to actions, lead to results. But where do your thoughts come from? Where do your thoughts come from? Your thoughts come from your beliefs. So if your beliefs are fueling your thoughts, and those beliefs about yourself or about the world in general are disempowering, you're going to think disempowering thoughts. You're going to feel disempowering emotions. You're going to take disempowering actions based on those feelings. And that is going to give you a certain set of results. Now, the whole purpose of learning how to empower yourself is to get into what these beliefs are so that you can change them. Because beliefs, although they're incredibly powerful, people will die for their beliefs, people will kill for their beliefs, they are just beliefs. They're not truths. And so you can change them. So if you can change your belief, if you can find the limiting belief, release the attachment to that and replace it with a more empowering belief, that allows you to think different thoughts, which cause you to feel a different way, which will lead you to take different actions, which will give you different results than ones you currently have. So thank you to everyone who put their I deserve statement. I deserve to be appreciated even though I don't think like you. Thank you. I deserve love, right? Now, I'd like you to say that again to yourself. Whatever your I deserve statement is, I'd like you to say it again to yourself. And as you say it to yourself, I'd like you to notice how your body reacts to that statement. Where does your body tense up? And if it does, where? And then just pop in the chat for me what you're feeling physically when you say that I deserve statement out loud to yourself right now. And if you say it a couple of times, please do so. That I deserve a successful business and EFT expert. I deserve to be appreciated even though I don't think like you. That's a big one. I deserve love. And get really curious. What is happening in your body? And tell me in the chat where your body is tensing up when you say that statement. Or what thoughts are coming into your head about why you couldn't or shouldn't deserve that. Pit of stomach. Yeah, thank you, Beth. More emotional. Thank you, Lara. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of tapping on this. And this is why your chat is so important to me, because now I can put my wordings on this. So what I like you to do is just starting on the side of your hand again. And whatever it is you're feeling, whether it's a tenseness in your body or whether it's emotion, I'd like you to give that a number again, 1 to 10, to denote how intense that feeling is. You can also put a number against the I deserve statement as to how true it feels for you. So where 10 is very true, so we've got numbers going in a different direction. I deserve love, 1 to 10. How true is that? Really? How true does it feel? I know logically it's super true, but how true does it feel? How true does it feel that you deserve to be a successful EFT expert? How true does it feel that you deserve to be appreciated? 1 to 10. And then repeating after me. Even though, when I think of my I deserve statement, I can feel part of my body tensing up. I can feel myself getting a bit emotional. And I choose to love and accept myself for that. Even though maybe there's a part of me that doesn't really believe that I deserve statement. Just part of me doesn't quite buy into it. Part of me might be arguing about it. And I choose to acknowledge that part of me. And to forgive it. Even though other people have taught me that I don't deserve it. With the things they've said, the way they've acted, stuff that's happened. Maybe not even to me. Maybe I saw it happen to someone else. But I learned that maybe I don't deserve that. I choose to love and accept myself anyway. And coming up to your eyebrow. And tell me your I deserve statement. Tell me out loud what your I deserve statement is. I deserve love. I deserve to be appreciated no matter what. I deserve to be a successful EFT expert. Side eye. And as you say that out loud to me, notice how you feel. Under eye. Notice any resistance that comes up around it. On the nose. And I'd like you to get curious as you really lean into this feeling. Chin. I'd like you to get curious as to what the downside might be of you being deserving of that. Collarbone. What might you have to do if you truly believe that is what you deserve? Underarm. When I say my I deserve statement, and I feel my body react, And I feel that emotion come up. Side eye. And I feel this resistance to it. Under eye. I'm open to treating myself with compassion. Under nose. There's something about that statement. Chin. There's something about that statement that scares part of me. Collarbone. And I might not really understand what that is. Underarm. But I choose to treat myself with compassion anyway. Top of head. Because I'm not feeling or thinking this because I'm bad or stupid. Eyebrow. I'm feeling and thinking this because part of me is scared. Side eye. Part of me is really scared of deserving this. Under eye. Because if I deserve to have a successful business, on the nose, if I deserve to be appreciated, even though I don't think like you, chin. If I deserve love, collarbone, what am I going to have to do? Underarm. It's almost easier to carry on believing I don't deserve it. Top of head. Because if I don't deserve it, eyebrow, then I don't have to take action on it. Side eye. If I don't really deserve it, under eye, it doesn't matter if I fail. On the nose. I've given myself a ready-made excuse. Chin. Like a friggin' genius. Collarbone. Because if I don't deserve it, I don't have to try. Underarm. If I don't deserve it, I don't have to put myself out there. If I don't deserve it, I can stay small. Eyebrow. And to part of me, that feels much, much, much safer. Side eye. When I think of all the things I'd have to do. Under eye. If I believed that I deserved that. On the nose. Maybe it's a little bit overwhelming. Chin. Maybe I have no idea how to do those things. Collarbone. Or maybe I do, but there's something really scary about doing it. Underarm. If I allow myself to believe, top of head, that I deserve that, eyebrow, and then I fail, Side eye. That is going to feel totally shit. Under eye. I will be devastated. On the nose. I will be so hurt and upset. Chin. If I allow myself to believe that I deserve that. Collarbone. And then I don't get it. Underarm. Because maybe I've tried before. Top of head. Maybe I've done things to get me what I deserve. Eyebrow. And they've gone wrong. Side eye. Someone has said something. Under eye. And it made me feel really bad. On the nose. It made me feel really stupid and small. Chin. And maybe part of me responded to that with collarbone. It's not safe to want this. Underarm. It's not safe for me to think I deserve this. Top of head. And I choose to honor that part of me. Eyebrow. Now I'd like you to think of a time where you have taken an action, side eye, or set a goal, or something to do with your I deserve statement. Under eye. A time when you have tried to do something to deserve what you want. On the nose. And whatever floats to the top of your mind is the right thing to be there. Chin. You cannot get this wrong. Collarbone. And if nothing is floating to the top of your mind, that's okay too. Underarm. Just allow yourself to stay open and curious. Top of head. When might you have tried this before? Eyebrow. And if you have something in mind, if you have a memory, side eye, and it is playing in your head right now as if you are watching it on a movie screen. Under eye. I'd like you to find the worst part of that memory. On the nose. The part where you felt really bad. Chin. And maybe other people are involved or maybe they're not, but the worst part of this memory. Collarbone. And I'd like you to tell me out loud about that worst part of your memory. I'm just going to keep tapping through the points as you do that. Now, if you don't have a memory, I'd like you to make something up. Top of head. If you were to try to deserve this, what might go wrong? What you were afraid would go wrong? And tell me the worst part of that. But tell me out loud, eyebrow, the worst part of that memory or the worst part of what you think might happen. Side eye. Just get it off your chest. Under eye. Tell me out loud. Keep telling me. On the nose. Claire, the worst part of that memory was. Chin. and tell me how that made you feel. Collarbone. The worst part of that memory was, and tell me what the worst part of the memory was. Underarm. And that made me feel. And tell me how it made you feel. Top of head. Eyebrow. And that, Claire, side eye, is why I can't allow myself to deserve that. Under eye. Because I have this memory. On the nose. I have this fear. Chin. And part of me doesn't want to repeat it. Collarbone. And part of me doesn't want to experience it coming true. Underarm. And I'm open to forgiving myself for that. Top of head. I'm open to treating this with compassion. Eyebrow. I'm open to treating this with understanding. Side eye. Because maybe I've been beating myself up about it. Under eye. Maybe I haven't really believed I deserve that. On the nose. For whatever reason. Chin. And maybe I've been giving myself a hard time about it. Collarbone. But I'm becoming open to the possibility. Underarm. That part of me is just scared. Top of head. It doesn't want to go through that again. Eyebrow. It doesn't want to have to experience that. Side eye. And it's doing everything it can to protect me. Under eye. But the reality is, on the nose, it's just making me feel really bad. Chin. I don't feel protected. Collarbone. And I'm open to forgiving myself for that. Underarm. I'm open to deserving a successful business. Top of head. I'm open to deserving to be appreciated. Eyebrow. Even if I don't think the same way as you do. Side eye. I'm open to deserving love. Under eye. I'm open to be deserving of all the good things. Under nose. I'm open to be deserving about what I want. Chin. And any resistance that I'm feeling to that. Collarbone. I acknowledge it. Underarm. I honor it. Top of head. There's nothing wrong with it. Eyebrow. It's allowed to be there. Side eye. Because part of me thinks it's helping. Under eye. It's just a little misguided. on the nose. And I choose to treat that part of me with love and compassion and understanding. Chin, because it's been so scared up till now. Collarbone, it has been hiding right there in my body up till now. Underarm, and I choose to treat it with love, understanding, and compassion. Top of head, and I choose to be deserving of the thing that I want. Take a breath. How is everybody doing? Have a swig of water if you got some. Let me know in chat how you're feeling, what's going on for you, what came up for you during that tapping. Do you feel calmer? Do you feel worse? Do you feel completely zoned out? Good, thank you, Laura. And the reason I'm diving into this I deserve statement is because you don't get what you want. You get what you think you deserve. And so the knee-jerk reaction when someone says the I deserve statement, I deserve love, the knee-jerk reaction is, well, of course I deserve love. Of course I do. Of course I do. But if you are struggling, if you are wanting a relationship, then there's a disconnect going on. If you haven't got a relationship, then do you really believe that you deserve love? Or is there something dangerous about it? Have you been hurt? Same with business. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Beth. Well, this will be on my YouTube channel, so you can just do that. And I'm going to be doing this regularly every fortnight. So do feel free to join me, lovely lady. But I'd like you to really think about that statement. You don't get what you want, you get what you think you deserve. Because that I deserve statement can be a really good diagnostic tool. So have a think about what it is that you want. What it is that you want. Do you want more money? Do you want a successful business? Do you want a loving relationship? What do you want? And then use that I deserve statement as a diagnostic tool to find any resistance to that. Because if you don't have the thing that you say you want, then you are resisting it. Otherwise, you'd have it. And you're not resisting it because you're bad or stupid or any of that. You're resisting it because part of you has spotted what it thinks is a downside to having it. So this isn't about beating yourself up for not being deserving or for not having what you want. This is all about empowerment, is all about extreme compassion for yourself, extreme curiosity. This is not about judgment. This is not about beating yourself up, which we're so good at. I think we're good enough at beating ourselves up. I don't think we need any more practice on that front. I'm going to go out on a limb. I personally am world fucking class. No one can beat me up the way I can beat me up. Whoa. But get compassionate about that. Get curious about it. Don't beat yourself up. Get curious and compassionate. So I'd like you to, after this call, I'd like you to really think about that. I'd like you to think about the thing that you want the most. Maybe it's a goal that you've already got. Maybe it's not something you've thought about before, but think about that. And then I'd like you to make a list. Yes, there's homework. Bridget knows I can't go a session without giving homework. I'd like you to make a list of all the reasons why you think you couldn't or shouldn't have the thing that you want. Okay, this is where we start. We uncover, we think about the stuff that is causing the stuff that is causing the resistance to us getting what we want. And then that's where we use tapping. You can use tapping really tactically, but you've got to know what to tap on. And you can start off with a general tap, bring your stress down, but without getting curious, without putting that work in around your tapping, you're not going to make as big a strides as you are if you actually put some work and effort into this. So you can absolutely go away from this and do nothing. That's a choice that is available to you. Or you can get curious about the downsides to why you don't, to having the thing that you want. Because if you don't have the thing you want, I can guarantee part of you thinks there's a downside to having it. To give you an example, I hear a lot of clients say, I want to make more money. Okay, what might be a downside to making more money? And the knee-jerk reaction is, well, are you mad? There's no downside to having more money. More money is lovely. Okay, so why don't you have more money already? If there wasn't a perceived downside to part of you, you'd have that thing that you want. You'd be taking the actions because you would truly believe that you deserve to have it. So get curious, make a list. And this list is what you start tapping on. Now, I absolutely recommend that you either come to the next YouTube event, which will be in a couple of weeks' time, and bring that list with you and let me know what's on it. Give me one of the things on it, and we can do some tapping, and I can tailor it specifically to what you're experiencing. Or if you want to, you can email me your list. info@claire-turner.com. Claire with everything in it. But send it to me, and I will make sure I work through it as part of this, because it's all very well for me to sit here and do tapping and have you join in. But the more specific I can make this to you and what your challenges are and what your resistances are, the bigger impact it's going to have. And as we do that, you're going to learn how to use tapping for yourself outside of these sessions so that you can keep empowering yourself. Sound good? Hope so. Hope so. So if you've got any questions, my lovelies, we've got a few minutes left. Type your questions super fast. Or again, you can send me any questions via email. You can probably also comment. I can imagine you can comment on this after this live, where it goes into the normal YouTube bit, the normal contenty bit. I'm so technically minded, even though. But I'm sure you can probably comment stuff under the video if that's easier for you to do, and I'll make sure I get back to you. So let me know, lovely ladies. Any questions? Was that useful? Was that useful today? Thank you, Beth. And if there's anything you particularly want working on beyond the list of stuff that obviously you're going to make a list of, anything you're procrastinating about, any particular memories or aspects that you want a little bit of help with, then again, please reach out and let me know, and I'll start working all that into these sessions. But during these, awesome stuff. Thank you. Awesome. Love it. Tell your friends, bring more. But these sessions are really to start moving you out of that resistance, start moving you from disempowerment and stress and overwhelm and into this, I deserve, and feeling that and knowing that, and really starting to love yourself for that, which is all the good stuff. So my lovelies, thank you so much for joining me. Do feel free to join me next time. Keep your eyes peeled for the linky link, which I'm assuming will be different each time. I have no idea. I'm brand new to YouTube Lives. It's very exciting. Like I said, any questions, just reach out. Do share the link next time with anyone that you think might benefit from it. That'd be amazing. The more people I can reach, the more people I can help. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again very soon. Toodles.